and we've managed to find, or Jared managed to find, this beautiful bull elephant. Apparently he nearly bumped into it on the way into Final Control this morning. So we've been sitting here watching him feeding with the 2 fork-tailed drongo next to him. And for everybody, hi, welcome. My name is Tara, I'm going to be your guide this morning. We have Patrick joining me on camera again.
Good morning, everybody.
And we also have Jared in Final Control. So if you would like to ask any questions, please feel free to email them. And you need to email them through to finalcontrol@safari.tv. I'm just turning this way just to keep a check on the elephant, making sure he's still happy with us being here. And you can see he's turned himself right around, so he's really not fussed about us being here at all. But, I've just been making a comment that it's not a very nice tree to eat. It's a buffalo thorn, and they have one hook going one way and the other hook curling round. And the reason why it's called a buffalo thorn is buffaloes would back into the tree and protect themselves with the horns if there is any lions around. And he's wrapping his trunk all around the buffalo thorn, and I still think it just looks very painful. I've been wincing every time he's been doing that, I must admit. If you watch him quite closely, if he gets a branch in his mouth, he's actually very careful about eating that branch. I think I might just pull back and just see if we can actually see his face from the other side. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit cold this morning.
It's doing the same thing as that from the girls.
Come on, lady.
Something weird about the phone.
Injection system.
Oh well, he's turning around now anyway, so. And just for those of you who are joining us for the first time, this is live, 100% live. And we broadcast here from Djuma Game Reserve in the Sabi Sands, which is down in South Africa. So we don't know what's going to happen today. Apparently there was a leopard that walked past the dam roughly around 5 o'clock this morning. So we're going to see if we can follow up on the leopards and see what else we can go and find as well. But I thought it was just so nice just to spend some time with this very relaxed elephant here eating the buffalo thorn. And actually, if ever you are stuck in a survival situation and you are hungry, it is possible to eat the berries from this tree, and you can also make a coffee from the berries. I've never tried it. I have tried other teas from the bush, but I've never tried the berries from the buffalo thorn. And also it can be sort of mashed up to make a porridge as well. Stations Tyrone Drive, Havna 1 Madoda and Glove Junction, Voyatella Access and Staff Link Road. I'm not too sure you're able to see the fork-tailed drongos there in the shop as well. There's one just sitting on the branch. I think he's flown off. There's about 3 fork-tailed drongos with this bull elephant now, just waiting for any insects that he disturbs.
Oh yeah. Just a loose cable.
Now it's quite amazing, he was using his trunk to push the branch down, and sort of using the full force of his trunk. Now he's having a look at silver cluster leaf above him.
Yeah, one thing where just east of Anger's house in the fence.
Copy that, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm on Blood Every heading east. Was quarantine type.
Copy, can I come and join you?
Fabrican police.
It's Tara from Safari TV.
The southern side of the Anger's house now. Heading south.
Copy, thank you. Hey, someone's just found the leopard just by Inga's house. So see if we can make our way that side as well. It sounds like he's moving south. And it looks like this bull elephant might just move off now. It's been so nice just spending a bit of time with him. He's been so relaxed. As I say, I'm not too sure why he decided to push that branch down with his trunk. Because it didn't make it any easier for him to eat, I don't think. But maybe it must have done. And I forget now who sent me through, but we got quite an accurate count on the amount of muscles in the trunk. Some of you were watching the other afternoon. I'd had different values from different books, and apparently there have been people who have done a dissection on an elephant. There was a program called Autopsy on it, I think, and apparently they painstakingly counted all the muscles in the trunk, and it was 140,000 muscles in the trunk. So thank you very much to everyone who sent that information in.
140,000.
140,000 muscles in the trunk.
Wow, that's a lot.
I say I've been getting different values from different books, so I didn't have anything that was sort of concrete evidence. And apparently those must have been a guesstimate. We had anywhere between 40,000, even 10,000, right through to 150,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was a very big difference. Well, thank you very much for letting us share your breakfast, mister. We'll see hopefully if Jigger's going to work with us. Looks like he's going to make his way down to the dam as well. Come on, lady. Just needs a bit of persuasion.
Oh.
Aha. Stick I didn't see, and I reversed right over it. I'm not too sure who the leopard is, but I'm pretty sure it'll be the same leopard that was seen on the dam cam this morning. Yeah. Baboon's trying to keep warm in the tree there.
He's trying to.
Are you trying to?
Just to get to them.
I'm just going to keep Jigger's engine running a little bit just to warm it up a little bit more. Otherwise we might have the same problem trying to start again.
Yeah, we look at again, he's looking in the future out here.
So could be. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's coming through right, but they were saying about leopard chasing the giraffe towards the dam. I don't know if just with the presence of the leopard being there that it's chasing the giraffe, or whether it's actually chasing the giraffe. But I was talking to Graham. He's actually just on his quad bike just next to the baboons earlier on this week, and he was saying that the troops now increased to about 17. And it looks like baboon life has settled down slightly. We're not getting as much in the way of fights that we've been hearing. Okay, just for those people who are joining us, we just had a bit of problem starting Jigger. I think she's still a little bit cold this morning, so I'm just having to keep the engine running, because otherwise we might have a bit of problem starting her again. I thought I'd warmed her up enough, but she hasn't been warmed up too much, so it looks like the wind's changed direction, so it looks like the smoke's going to blow the other way now. I'm just going to move forward slightly. Confirm is the best approach down on Twin Dam or on Quarantine.
Yeah, from Quarantine and the road that's going to take you to the road. But it's sort of English Kaya. The English will make it inside.
Copy that, thank you.
Smoking stuff.
I think that water tank must be holding a lot of water. A lot of heat, the plastic. You see, it's sort of scrunched up right next to it.
Highly.
I think when it warms up a little bit more, we're going to get some more movement from the baboons. But at the moment, it looks like they're quite happy sitting in the trees there. So it seems to be their usual sleeping spot. Someone did make the comment about the mass being there. Maybe the radio waves make it slightly warmer, and I tend to agree. I think it could be a possibility. Quite a large herd of baboons there impala, so I just saw one of the baboons walking behind us there, and a large herd of impala here on Quarantine. And you can start to see some of these young males creeping back into the herd, and the older males who are having the territory are becoming a little bit more tolerant again of the younger males. But I'm going to see if we can come back through to the impala. Quite keen just to try and catch up with the leopard. I'm sure you guys are. We haven't really had much time spent with the leopard recently. Yeah, you can see a lot of these young males here, and there's the big ram who's just walked off. So he's becoming a lot more relaxed. So it does signal that we're coming towards the end of the breeding season for the impala. And we're not hearing them roaring half as much heard them roar once last night. And we also heard a heron calling, and I've never heard the heron calling before, so that was quite a new one for me as well. Oh wow. No, we're on the way to the leopard, but wow, look at that. I'm going to try and risk turning Jigger off. Yeah, go.
What's the look now?
And just by Ingerskaya now.
Yeah, copy. Yeah, the eastern sort of Engelskaya is heading slowly to the north again. Yeah, it's pulling the giraffe behind towards the clearing now.
Copy that. I'll take the 2-track in between Ingers and yours then.
Copy, yeah, I think you're better choice. The northern sort of Engelskaya just heading towards the dam.
Copy that, thank you. Ah. Okay, I can see the giraffe coming in. I don't know who was talking.
Ephraim.
Ephraim. Okay, Ephraim was saying that the leopard's actually following the giraffe, so I'm just wondering whether we shouldn't sit here and just enjoy this beautiful view and just see what happens with these giraffes.
I'm penning to the right, away from the sun.
Ephraim, got visual of the Lamiti from quarantine.
Yeah, just come to the camera now, because those anyway is heading towards the camera now.
Copy, thank you. And maybe if Jared could pan around with the camera, apparently the leopard's moving towards the dam cam. So we can see if we can pick him up. From the southern side, I think it's walking along the Twin Dam Road.
Got some giraffes. It's the sky and the mist in the tree lines. It's beautiful.
This giraffe is certainly unsettled.
I'm on the giraffes now.
Oh, you can see them running here. Very, very graceful when they run. Top speed about 40-45 kilometers an hour. You can see the tail curled up and around the back. So Ephraim was saying that the leopard was following the giraffe, and it sounds like they've done sort of a complete circle of Inga's house. I'm just wondering if he's going to carry on through to the dam now. Okay. Looks like these giraffes are going to be on a bit of a mission. That leopard scared them a little bit too much. I'm going to get out of the area. Okay. We're just going to head down towards the leopard. Apparently he's jumping in the bush or something, but the view from the dam camera is not too great, so we'll see if we can head down and see what this leopard is up to and see if we can ID him as well. It certainly was worth stopping there and watching the giraffe walk through. That was just beautiful. And all this mist around as well. Oh, it's stunning this morning. I'm at the dam now.
What's their log now?
I've got visual of the camera. I'm at the dam now.
There's Ephraim, the vehicle.
Ah.
It's in them right against the south. Right there now. It's close by regarding 6 meters of the camera. In them good.
Okay, copy. Okay, it sounds like he's moved from the bush. That Jared was telling us about.
See the inward.
There we go. Looks like he's going to make his way towards the road. So I'm going to change direction again. I wonder if he was trying to pick up the scent of the giraffes again. So looks like it could be in Duna. Oh, sorry, little one. Let these guys go around us. Yeah, it did look like in Duna. I saw the shortened tail. HR. It's just moved off into the bush now. I don't know if they've still got. think they still have a view of him.
So
Yeah, they're saying that they've got a... he's a little bit skittish, so I'm just going to sort of stay back until they finish moving, just to try and keep him a bit more relaxed. I can hear the vermin monkeys calling in the background there.
sure, there he's running.
Yeah.
We've come around Angus quarantine.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just wondering whether we should back up and go around that way. But it's a risk, because it's still quite far. Yeah, it looks like he's pulled off the road, quite possibly. Actually flying through the bush. I thought they were actually on the road there. I'll tell you what, I think the road's just here, isn't it? Yeah, because it could be that he's just this side of Inga's house. Because Inga's house actually lies just in front of us here. Could be he's going into the drainage line there. Getting the aniseed smell again. Looks like they've stopped up ahead again. Moved on. It's quite interesting because I still had a feeling that Induna was still around here, and I think he's been around here for the last few days. I think it's been him that we've been seeing around here. Whereas Mishu seems to be still striking out on his own.
Yes, he's still moving west towards quarantine.
Just with them stopping and oh, they're stopping for a picture. Okay. Yeah. We're getting to somebody's home video. They're filming the beautiful scenery there. Through there. See if we can go through there.
From my west.
You're whistling. He's saying further ahead. Okay, we're just busy trying to look for Induna. They keep pointing this way. But just trying to find a way through the bush here. And for those of you who are just joining us, my name's Tara and your guide this morning. And we have Patrick on camera with Jared in final control. So if you'd like to ask any questions, and then feel free to email us. Oh, we've got a bit of a wall block here. Tree block. If you would like to ask any questions, you need to email finalcontrol@safari.tv. So we're just busy trying to follow up on the leopard. Someone said he was still moving towards quarantine, so we're just driving. Oh, they said that he's here somewhere. I think they've got him there. Hmm? Can you see him?
No, nothing.
Oh, there he is. He's just here. He's just here. What are you looking for, Will? The sun seems to be a little bit more relaxed, but it definitely looks like he's on the trail of something.
Move your head.
You see he's putting his nose up in the air, putting his nose down to the ground. I really can't see that he was trying for the giraffe. It's just far, far too big. And there wasn't a baby giraffe with them. Let's say I have seen a picture of two leopards sitting in a tree with a giraffe, half a giraffe in the tree with them. I don't know the circumstances, I don't know if the giraffe was killed by them, whether it was already dead or whether something else had killed it, or I'm not too sure what the story was. But I have seen them with giraffe in a tree before, so anything is possible. So I think the two giraffe that we saw were just going to be far too big. There's no way I would have expected a leopard to bring down a giraffe that size by itself. Let's look ahead of us. But he certainly looks like, I mean, this is where the giraffe walked through. He certainly looks like he's trying to pick up their scent. There you go. Oh? Okay. Thank you. This is just here. Maybe he's just thinking to himself, I know what I can do to confuse the people. I'll just walk around in a few circles. It's just on the left side.
Right here.
You actually just watch where the plants are falling. They're certainly looking for something. I'm wondering if these... I wonder if he's trying to relocate Karula and Mishu maybe from the other night, but I don't know if they have met up since then. I would wager they probably haven't. I think this is more searching for food. It seems to be that he's obviously checking around for any small mammals or rodents or something underneath the logs. Let's see if we can move forward a little bit more. Sorry, Patrick. You can see that log there. Obviously one of the downsides to driving off-road, you can't see too much of what's going on in front of you, especially with this long vegetation here. It's going to come through this side again. Just straight from here. For those of you joining us maybe for the first time, just wanting to know how this leopard fits in the scheme of things. He's roughly around 17, going on 18 months old now, and he's got a brother called Mishu, and their mother is Karula, who's the female whose territory this is. And he's getting to the stage where he's starting to become independent and moving around by himself, and she goes and makes a kill and calls the boys back. And we actually found Karula a couple of days ago, and she went to call Mishu, and she met up with him, and I think she called him back to a kill. And I think that Induna has been around Gary Dam quite a lot. We've been hearing them and catching glimpses of him during the day in the drainage line. So walking through final control area. So he seems to want to stay in this area, whereas Mishu seems to be quite happy moving off and looking for his...
He's up in the tree now.
He's in the tree. Looking for his own food as much as he can as well. hopefully he's going to show us how agile leopards can really be in trees. This is not the great tree to start climbing in.
You can try maybe go a little bit forward.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what angle is going to be the best. I think he's going to go that way, so see if we can move around a little bit. Are you going to go this side? Oh, okay. Are you going to be able to go in through there or not?
Let's try that for you. Hello.
What's he trying to get there? Is it a squirrel? So he must be very, very hungry. Oh! Oh! Yeah, it was a tree squirrel.
Handle it.
Quite possibly, I think I may have just been away from the mic a little bit too far. It was a tree squirrel he was trying to pounce on in the tree. There we have a question. Well, that's quite an interesting question, Deborah, so I'm just trying to keep my voice down because we have two other vehicles here in the sighting with us. Oof. Well, hopefully you can actually see how... Oh, there's a hyena coming in. Yeah, there's a hyena coming in, guys. Sorry, Deborah, I'm just going to answer your question now. Welcome aboard Jigger this morning. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. This is awesome.
I'm going to see the hyena still behind the bushes.
Yeah, the hyena is still behind the
Still
bush.
Keep it in the leopard for me.
And you'd like to know, do mothers have different calls for each of their cubs? And as far as I'm aware, they don't. It will just be one call to call the cubs. It'll be the same call for each cub. What I've seen with the lion as well, they also have just a standard call for the cubs, and it's usually with the lions it's quite a soft oof. But with leopard, she was just calling. I haven't heard the difference between... Oh, this is floppy ear coming in. I haven't actually heard the difference. It was the first time I've actually heard leopard calling when we followed Karula. And I thought she may have been calling to another male leopard, but she was obviously calling Misha at the time. So it'd be quite interesting to see in the future if there is a difference in the calls for the cubs to the males. And there probably is. Pitch and sound, or at least the pitch might be different, slightly different tone on it. I've got, it looks like it's floppy ear. She's disappeared into the boutilon there at the back. And that's all this plant that you see around us. Type of flannel weed, but they open their flowers at night rather than during the day. And he's making a quick getaway. Now the hyena was possibly following the calls of the There's a squirrel calling and there's also a vervet monkey calling, and that's possibly what drew the hyena in. It was very, very quiet here in this tree, so I don't think it was this squirrel. Sure where the hyena went. If the guys are still watching it that side. Have you ever heard a difference, Patrick, with
No.
the call for the
No.
leopard? Just even when calling the youngsters and like even a male, you haven't heard a difference between those calls now.
No. Didn't you see?
Can you see where she went? I think she moved off. Oh, look, she's outside.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sort of drive up a little bit further. He's gone in, so I'm just going to follow the road a little bit. Which way is he going? I say it, this is what the beauty of it is. We don't know what's going to happen. If you just said to me this morning, okay, you're going to wake up, you're going to find a leopard trying to hunt a squirrel in a tree, I probably wouldn't have believed you. Especially a tree. It looked like a russet bush willow, fairly thin branches. He's moving that way. But really showing how agile a leopard really can be in the trees. Okay, it looks like the hyena's still there. I might as well go up and have a look at her if she's still around. I thought she was still on the move. And obviously that's one major difference between the leopard and the cheetah. Cheetah you wouldn't really find climbing in trees like the leopard did there. There we go, here comes the hyena. She's going to come out from behind the bush. There we go. And it looks like this hyena's been in a bit of a fight. If you look on the ear, it looks very pink. But what was quite amazing, looks like this hyena's following Induna, trying to find if there's a scrap of food. But I was sent a video last night from some people in the chat room, and very, very, very big thanks to Rosie and everybody who was looking for that video of this particular hyena, floppy ear, and it showed, morning, and it showed this hyena, I think it was around 2006, she'd been attacked by the lions and she was in quite a bad state. And what is quite amazing is that this hyena has managed to survive the injuries that she got from the lions, and she is extremely fit now by the looks of things. Also going towards she's going left, so I wonder if the leopard went left as well. Okay, it looks like, oh, I don't know if they're pulling out.
There's 4 more of us here.
Sorry?
There's 4 more.
Is there 4? Okay. I thought Ephraim had left already.
Yeah, there's another one just joined. Two vehicles joined.
Okay. Alright, looks like there's quite a few vehicles here, so I'm going to pull out. I'm not too sure what was going on there. But we'll pull out towards the dam anyway. Ephraim, I'm going to pull out and make space.
Behind.
I didn't hear those 2 vehicles coming in. And just for those of you who have never been on a safari before or joined us for the first time, it's just etiquette we have the radio to communicate with each other, and we tell each other where the animals are, because obviously, especially the leopard and the hyenas and lions, rhinos, elephants are all animals that people would love to see. So we do communicate with each other where we see them, and we then try and make sure that not too many vehicles are around the animals to disturb them, because too many vehicles will certainly disturb the animals. I'm just going to pull over and let these people pass us. Morning. Morning.
Thank you.
And it does work. So I try and not move if the animals, especially if the animal is stationary. I try and not move while other vehicles are moving. Again, it just helps to keep the animal relaxed if only one vehicle moves at one time. And as I say, if you have more than 3 vehicles, it can upset them quite a lot. They will tend to move into the bush, and you won't get a chance to view them very nicely. I'm just gonna just sit here a little bit and just see if we can see the hyena again. They're gonna go onto the other side, so we're just gonna give them a bit of space. Look like the hippos were up to some fun as well. Oh, we've got another vehicle behind us. Oh dear.
It's a big traffic jam this morning.
Yeah, it is a bit, hey. Well, I'm glad we got to see the leopard for a bit at least. As I say, being very acrobatic in the tree. And I think Induna might just stick around a little bit more. I'm just going to pull over for them so they can move in behind us.
Okay. There's the hyena.
Yeah, we got the hyena. Ah, there we go.
It's moving off into the bush.
Oh yeah. By the time we get there, we're not going to see it, but there's already 3 vehicles there now. So. Have a quick look at the hippo. That's probably not going to spend too long with them, because we do get a chance to see them quite a lot during the day. I'm just having a quick look out around here. Let's go back a little bit further. So as I say, if we've been with a sighting for quite a while, as I say, it's kind of etiquette. Just try and work together and give everybody else a chance to see the animals as well, especially if they move in and out of the very thick areas, because sometimes it's difficult to try and relocate an animal in a thick bush. So especially with there being quite a few vehicles, the turnover with the animal can be quite high. Just try and allow vehicles into the sighting. But if they're fairly static and there's not too many vehicles, then you can sit with them for a lot longer. I think Induna must be hungry if he's going for the small rodents again. I'm not too sure who it was that did one of them kill an impala a while ago? Or Mishu?
I didn't hear you.
No.
Where?
I don't know. I thought I heard some rumour about it, but I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. If any of the viewers can maybe help us out, if you've heard if Misha and Induna have managed to catch an impala by themselves before. I can't remember if it was a rumour or if it was actually, if it did happen or not. But as far as I know, I don't think they've caught anything very large. We've seen them catch mongoose live here on Safari TV, but as yet I haven't seen if they've caught an impala, but as I say, I could be wrong on that one. If any of the viewers watching can correct me on that one. We have the 4 hippos still around here. And again, if you can watch during the day, we had some quite funny antics of the younger hippo. We estimated roughly around 8 months old, maybe a little bit more. Quite a lot larger than Bob. It's very difficult to obviously tell just from the camera the size of the animals. But as I say, just being with them here, we kind of realised that it just looked a little bit too big to be Bob. We think Bob's in the Buffalo's Hook Dam now, and that's the baby hippo that was born here on the 2nd of March, sorry, 5th of March. Yeah, my dates all mixed up. And we had quite some funny antics with the baby hippo, trying to smell a water monitor, and the water monitor didn't like that at all and kept whipping the nose with its tail. It was very, very funny to watch. And also we have a possibility of elephants coming down to drink here. And we had the buffalo joining the hippo yesterday out, and just enjoying the mud wallow that was fairly close to the camera. So we've got a nice view of them. Such a beautiful morning this morning. I want to make my way up towards Buffalo's Hook Dam, maybe see if we can have a look around for the crocodile, see if it's there, maybe see if Bob is still around there, and maybe move down towards Treehouse Dam at some stage as well. It sounds like everything is calming down a little bit this side now, so I might be able to drive past. See if we can sneak up Gary Cutline and out the way. F-Raptor. Mind if I bypass towards Gary Cutline?
No problem.
Copy that. It's quite amazing, that squirrel, because I didn't realise it was a squirrel he was after in the tree. From where I was sitting, I couldn't see anything around the back of the branch. And I think one of the other guys said, oh, it could have been an insect. And we have seen the leopards jumping after insects before, which is actually quite funny. And that squirrel was keeping very,
There's a leopard running across the road in front of us.
There's the leopard. Get in your vehicle.
Stop here quickly. So we can... Ah, no, he's running away again.
Yeah, he's running away from the vehicles.
Why? Was
I thought
by
they
that
were
big
further.
tree there.
I think we're going to go up Mvubu Road, because otherwise we're just going to be too many vehicles here.